MrBeast is the king of YouTube. His videos are better than yours, mine, and pretty much everybody else's, let's be real. But why is that? Let's find out.
We just hit 100 million subscribers, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone that subscribed. And to celebrate, I bought this ginormous private island, and I'm giving it to one of you in this video.
Okay, so from the very first second, you get immediately sucked in with a zoom, high intensity, sound effects, music, his high energetic voice, text on screen, camera shakes. Your brain is running on all 4 cylinders. You know that you're about to be taken on a ride. He's center framed, he's wearing a blue shirt against a beige and orange backdrop, which are complementary colors, which makes him stand out even more. He's telling you right away that he's in charge, he's the focal point, he's the one taking you on this adventure. And one thing to note about MrBeast videos that we'll see as we go even further is that every single thing you see in the frame has a reason for being there. Everything is motivated, nothing is arbitrary. He then takes further control by directing your eye up to the top corner where you see his graphic and the 100 million subscriber number, and then he thanks you from the bottom of his heart for helping him reach this achievement, making you feel like you played a really big, important role in this, which you did, unless you're not subscribed. Hilariously though, and smart, as he says that, he throws an animated subscribe button at the bottom to trigger a self-conscious call to action to get you to subscribe if you haven't already. He wants you to feel as if you're missing out on this adventure if you haven't subscribed already. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe already. And then he says to celebrate, I bought a ginormous island. The camera zooms out, but it doesn't zoom out all the way at first. It hangs about midway through to build suspense. And then when the camera zooms out fully to reveal the whole island, that's when he chooses to say,
and I'm giving it to one of you in this video.
The music swells louder, emphasizing the grandiose nature of this prize. He's giving you that wow factor. He's making you believe that there really is a potential that I could win this prize. He's getting you emotionally invested. He's actually utilizing, whether he's aware of it or not, he probably is, the rule of 6 that's laid out in this book titled In the Blink of an Eye by Murch, who edited films like Apocalypse Now, American Graffiti, The Godfather Part 2 and 3, etc. And in the book, he lists what he considers the 6 most ideal criteria for having a good edit, starting from most important down to least important, with emotion and story taking up nearly 3/4 of the entire pie, meaning emotion is king, and without emotion, you don't have story, and without story, you have nothing. It's a book I highly recommend for anyone who's an editor or wanting to learn more about editing, so if that's something you're interested in, I'll leave an affiliate link down in the description for you to check out. Let's watch a little more.
You in this video. So I brought 100 of my subscribers to compete in 4 extreme challenges. Last one standing wins this island.
So then after that, the video immediately does a zoom transition into a group of subscribers that are there to compete for this island. They're motioning you to come in and join the fun, but then the mood immediately shifts down to a contrasted serious tone where you see an aerial view of all of them. You see just how many of them there are. The music mellows out. The excitement is seemingly gone as they prepare for the hardship of the challenges ahead. And even with this change in tone, Jimmy is still in control of the narrative with his voice. He goes from extreme excitement up here all the way down to a tone of seriousness as he shows you the 4 courses that are coming ahead, but he doesn't really give away too much of what they are. You see a couple boats, some water, and then on the island at the end, the music literally cuts out, which drives your curiosity even further.
Last one standing wins this island.
In just 10 seconds, you've gone from peak excitement about the potential of actually being able to win an island to questioning if you could really endure these obstacles against 100 of your peers. We'll keep watching.
The first challenge is simple. First 50 people to start a fire and light their torch, move on. Begin!
All right, now this is a classic MrBeast thing that he's doing right here. He gave you a moment to breathe, to collect your thoughts, but then he shifts the energy back into high gear. He is center frame, he is large, the subscribers behind him are small. He's letting you know that he's still in control and he is not allowing you to get bored. He raises his voice to maximum intensity again. He yells,
the first challenge is simple.
Yeah, real simple. There's 100 of us and we gotta get to an island. But as he does, he shows an aerial view of all the subscribers in their positions, showing just how small each participant is in the grand scheme of the game. But then he cuts to a close-up to contrast this to show the individuality of each subscriber. He uses fire graphics and sound effects to show what he's saying that they have to do to start their fire and light their torches, which is something that he does a lot, show, not tell. The B-roll is literally literal. Then without wasting any time, he yells, begin! The word begin is big on screen. It's taking up most of the real estate. It's green, emphasizing that it's go time. But unlike all the other on-screen text that we've seen previously, this one's literally tracked into the scene itself, acting like a big barricade between the subscribers and the challenge ahead, which is partly out of frame, out of reach. There's absolutely no way that they're getting to that until they destroy the first challenge. The craziest part about all this is that that was just a 22-second intro to a 15.5-minute long video. And in that 22 seconds, we experienced an emotional roller coaster of things like honor, gratitude, excitement, worry, doubt, anticipation, haste. He has us completely and utterly emotionally invested from the very start. We need to see what happens next. You can't take us on that kind of an emotional ride in just 22 seconds and then tell us that there's still 15 more minutes of this and you haven't even told us anything yet. You have us on our toes, and we are in for the ride with you. And one of the most important aspects to all of this that I haven't touched on yet is that Jimmy shows his camera crew in multiple shots throughout the course of his videos, and he keeps the production value down to a more accessible, realistic level to show us that yes, this is real, and yes, this is within our grasp. It's relatable, it's achievable, and it's authentic, which is way different than these overproduced TV shows that we're so used to watching that often feel disconnected from reality, which is ironic because they're called reality shows. It allows you, the viewer, to feel that you are an actual participant in this rather than just a spectator. So even though MrBeast has what's seemingly the most unlimited budget these days with access to the most elaborate sets, locations, the largest team, the one thing that he truly understands, and this is why he's the king, is that without emotion and a story that we can personally connect with, none of these extra bells and whistles are ever going to truly matter at the end of the day. Sure, it would be nice to have access to those kind of resources, but he's constantly reminding us that we can achieve similar results if we just focus on what actually matters, feeling included. And that truly is the secret. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out this one that YouTube thinks you'll really like.